Rockdale Ilinden would like to thank all their 2024 sponsors. Major sponsor, NPL Transport, committed to reliability. World sponsors, Paul's Custom Supporting Solutions, Superboom, Lane and Simmons St George, Marco Polo Foods, Mike Foods from across the sea, Civico Partners. Silver sponsors, ANS Training, Cityview Group, Level 33, Suncare Rockdale, Vortex Group, Zenith Group, Fuel Corp Packaging, Solar and Office Choice Stocker, River Austin Catering Equipment, Toonway Constructions, Building Architecture, Boston Broadcast Wicks Contractors, Trailer Services, Tempe Tyres, Mini Master Points, MDL Customs, Easy Sushi Restaurant, All Prestige Body Repairs, State Road Constructions, Fellow Transport, East to West Clean Services, Chinese Rockdale, Mania Projects, EFT Civil, Dolphin House, Rock Partners, Fires, Scan Australia, Pino's Dog Computer Fine Foods, ABA's Audio Visual, and Son of a Baker. Marco Polo Foods, fine foods from across the sea. Simico Partners, our silver sponsors, ANS Training, Cityview Group, Level 33, Suncare Rockdale, Vortex Group, Zenith Group, Dual Core Packaging, Consolidated Office Choice Cochrane, Riverosky Catering Equipment, Zoomwave Constructions, Gildem Architecture, Lost Cuts Pride and the Sands, Briggs Contractors, Trailer Services, Tempe Tyres, Mini Masterminds Early Learning Centres, MGL Customs and Compliance, Nishi Sushi Restaurants, All Prestige Body Repairs, State Road Constructions, Bella Transport, East to West Plant Services, William Roberts Lawyers, Tiny's Cocktails, Dunniam Projects, EMC Civil, Knowlton House, B&B Brick Lane, Joe's Fresh Poultry, Sydney Civil, and all of our other ground signage holders and affiliate sponsors. We also want to thank our club partners, Stano Australia, our 2024 Apparel Partner, Pino's Dolce Vita Fine Foods, ABA's Audio Visual, and Son of a Baker. Team lineups for this afternoon's fixture as follows. For the home team, Rockdale Ilinden, number 1, Harrison Devonish Mears, number 14, Brayden Sorge, number 22, Blake Prosciutto, number 3, Lockie Griffiths, number 5, Georgio Speranza, number 6, Isaac Danzo, number 7, Alec Grushevsky, number 18, Pelikanos, number 10, Brendan Chalakian, number 11, Lockie Constable, number 66, Matthew Cordier. Substitutes for Rockdale, number 2, Daniel Collins, number 9, Bay Antonio, number 15, Inka Samola, number 20, Ricardo Rizzo, number 23, Hunter Elliott, number 77, So Tapioca. Visitors today, their team lineup is as follows. Number 1, Jack Kenny, number 3, Joshua David Hong, number 4, Solomon Baika, number 5, Kamuto Kamada, number 6, Tari Gerken, number 7, Nathan Roberts, number 8, Dominic Cox, number 10, Jason Romero, number 11, Costa Petrados, number 25, Brody Clarkson, number 99, Matthew Caramelis. Substitutes, number 2, Cameron Fong, number 9, Matthew Petrados, number 14, Talo Ventry, number 19, Jesse Cody, number 21, Ryan Zachary, number 30, Presley Ortiz. Also want to acknowledge in attendance this afternoon, and we'll be walking out with the players, team members from our under 12 girls team in our local Rockdale competition. So well done to the under 12 girls, a fantastic bunch of girls. And also want to thank some of our SAP boys who are attending here this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Ilinden Sports Centre, where ladder leaders Rockdale Ilinden battle finals contenders St George City. The home side is looking to make it 5 wins in a row, while the visitors want to extend their unbeaten run to 5 games. I'm Tony Solano. It's great to have you along for this Southern Derby, featuring 2 of the league's hottest teams live on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. Rockdale captured top spot last week with 2-1 victory on the Central Coast last Friday night. They also play midweek in the Australia Cup, where they also progressed with a 2-0 victory over the Wollongong Wolves. St George have been consistent since being promoted at the start of last year, but they haven't done one thing: beat Rockdale. I'm sure that will add some spice this afternoon. Captains in the middle, the officials for this afternoon. Referee Craig Fisher is in charge. His assistants Aaron Bloch and Matt Harris. The 4th official is Mason Griffith. This is one of 3 big games on this afternoon in NPL New South Wales men's. Sydney United taking on Central Coast Mariners. Wollongong hosting Marconi. And the main event today, Rockdale Ilinden taking on St George City. I know Apia versus Blacktown yesterday was a match of a round, but this one was stiff to miss out. This is going to be an absolute cracker. Captains this afternoon, of course, the man leading the line for Rockdale, Alec Urushevsky, and the ever-reliable Tarek Erkan in the centre of defence for St George City. Corresponding fixture earlier this year in round 1, Rockdale a 2-1 victory over St George City. As we mentioned, St George City promoted at the start of last year. These two teams have played 3 times. Rockdale have won twice. A draw here last year. So St George, is today the day that they finally topple their neighbours? Referee Craig Fisher has the whistle to his mouth. Jason Romero of St George City in the middle. Just about right to go. There is the whistle. We are underway. A Southern Derby with plenty on the line. Top of the table, Rockdale, and 7th place St George City. The visitors looking to go forward early for Petratos. The header just a whisker away. An early warning shot from St George City. Take a look at those sides. For Rockdale, the home side in goals, Harrison Devonish Mears, Lockie Griffiths, Giorgio Speranza and Isaac Dunzo, along with Dean Pelikanos on the ball now. Brendan Chalakian, Lachlan Constable, along with Blake Rashudo, who passes for Lockie Griffiths, Matthew Cordier, and of course Alec Urushevsky in that number 9 role. Here is Cordier, getting beyond his man. Playing it inside, looking for his captain. Not quite. Referee playing advantage, was going to blow the whistle for a free kick, but St George ended up winning it. Their bench today, Daniel Collins, Bai Antonio, Yinka Sanmola, Ricardo Rizzo is the backup goalkeeper, Hunter Elliott, and Saul Kataoa. Free kick, the first one of the game, going the way of the home side. The St George City team, Jack Kenny in goals. Josh Hong, Solomon John Manahan Vaika, along with Fumoto Kamara. Tarek Erkan, the captain. Nathan Roberts, Dominic Cox, Jason Romero, and Costa Protatos forward. Brody Clarkson also starting, as is Matthew Karamalevsky. On their bench, Cameron Fong, Maki Protratos, Paolo Mitri, Jesse Foti, and Ryan Reid is their backup goalkeeper. Of course, a name missing on the St George City team sheet is Louis Curry. He's been in the NPL Team of the Week 2 weeks in a row, but he's suspended. Rockdale, Pelikanos wanted it up the line. The ball's out of play. 2 coaches today, Paul D in charge. Rockdale Ilinden, His assistant, Nick Stavroulakos. Constable has been in career best form. Dunzo in a contest. Does well against two St. George defenders. St. George coach Mirko Julic. Both these teams, impressive seasons to date. Rockdale, the Ilinden Sports Centre for them has become a real fortress. Only one home loss against Blacktown City back in round 6. Nice turn coming inside. Constable couldn't win it. Speranza. Cordier. Heading towards the box, getting outside Petratos. Still Cordier, plays it inside. Cleared away. Romero. Petratos. Cox plays it on. Free kick for St. George City. Of course, these two teams neighbours. St. George, the region in the south of New South Wales. Rockdale, a suburb within that region. Hong. Kamara. Interchange of passing, trying to find a way through. Early minutes here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. No score between Rockdale and St. George City. These two teams love to score, particularly Rockdale. They've scored 3 or more goals on 8 occasions this year. St. George City doing that just twice. Giorgio Speranza. His brother Roberto playing in the under-20s today. The ball was out of play. All 3 of those games today, starting at 3 p.m. Don't have to move a muscle on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel today. Plenty of women's action too. Kamada, now Roberts, who's enjoying this starting spot. Brazil T's started the season as the number 9. Coach Mirko has seen something and now preferring Nathan Roberts. A goal scorer last week, Nathan Roberts, in the 2-1 win against Sydney United 58. Brendan Chalakian getting back to his feet. Referee Fisher just keeping an eye on things. All 3 games now underway. Speranza. Cordier, nutmeg on Petratos. And wins the deflection as well. Even though it's a City throw, stays high up the ground. The under-20s, it was a win for Rockdale. Their team going really well. Right up there, Rockdale in the club championship. Pelicanos, former City player. He wins the free kick. Rockdale starting to get really good looks. Chalakian popping over. They go quickly. Cordier. Chalakian at the byline. Crosses the ball in. It's blocked. Cordier squares it up. Ball put away. Now Romero in transition. This is where St. George like it. Waiting for troops to arrive. Jason Romero. It's a nice run being made. That ball touched in flight, so didn't quite get to Kamada. Dunzo. Griffiths plays Cordier forward. He'll beat it to the byline. But well defended by Karamalevsky. Will be the first corner of the game. The home side have it. Dominating the territory so far. Chalakian. Towards the back post. The referee seen an infringement. Free kick. St. George City. A lot of intensity and a lot of feeling on the sideline. Both coaches know the importance of this game. St. George City currently in 7th position. 8 wins, 3 draws, 4 losses. Only outside the top 6 on goal difference. Impressive victory and match of a round last week against Sydney United 58. As Rockdale venture forward again. Constable. He's dispossessed by Clarkson. Romero. Handball according to the referee. So it'll be a free kick for Rockdale. We are at the midpoint of a season. So these teams and all the other teams in this round played each other in round 1. St. George's record against top 6 clubs in the top 6 at the moment hasn't been great. 2 wins, 4 losses. 2 wins against Sydney United 58 and also Apia. Rockdale, Pruchalakian bending it in, header from Rashudo, but right into the path of Kenny from point blank. It was a really good save that needed to be made. Petratos wins the header. Lockie Griffiths, he and Daniel Collins have been switching this season in terms of defence. Pelicanos, Cordier. Love holding possession, playing a possession-based game. Up the line from Pelicanos. It's well weighted too. Riding the challenge, Petratos, and wins the free kick. Got a goal over in Wollongong. It's to Marconi. 1-0. The top 6 race really spicy already this season. Kamada dispossessed. Rockdale, of course, only lost twice this year. Lost to Bracktown City in round 6. Into Apia in round 10. Recapping earlier results from this round. Northwest Sydney Spirit 3-1 over Sydney FC. No score between Sutherland and the Western Sydney Wanderers yesterday. Match of around Apia 3-1 over Blacktown City. Hills United an upset over Sydney Olympic. St. George FC 1-1 with Manly United. Chalakian looking for Urushevsky. Moves quickly. Is that a penalty? You bet it is, says referee Fisher. Urushevsky moves so quickly. Kenny, concerned, had to give away the penalty. And we're headed to the penalty spot for the first time today. Referee Fisher straight away pointing to the spot. He had no doubts. Such a threat when heading into the box. Alek Urushevsky. Alek Urushevsky versus Jack Kenny. The Rockdale skipper to try and put his team in front. The long run up. And the successful penalty. His 16th of the year, Alek Urushevsky. A few weeks ago, he broke the club's all-time goal-scoring record, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. 1-0 after 13 minutes, Rockdale lead. Here at the Ilinden Sports Centre, the crowd enjoyed that one. Off a penalty. And Rockdale lead. They're so good when they score the first goal in games. Petratos. Free kick won by St George City. Of course, if Rockdale win today, they'll return back to the top of the ladder. Arpia's win last night temporarily puts them in top spot. The Wanderers a draw, which means Rockdale, the lowest they'll fall if they lose, is second. Here comes St George with a flurry. Cox couldn't control it. Cleared away eventually by Griffiths. Free kick won by St George City. Urushevsky clutched his stomach on the ground. Clarkson sends it away from goal. Petratos on the chase. Shape to cross the ball in. Does it a second time. First time shot, not on target from Erkan. This season, of course, we will play finals. No finals last season. It was Arpia who was first past the post, winning the premiership. Rockdale finished in second, 6 points behind Arpia. St George City, a great first season in NPL New South Wales men's. They finished in fifth. If there were finals, St George City would have qualified. So now they've got to do it all again. Nice turn by Constable, just couldn't keep it in. Karemalevsky getting beyond Cordier. Clarkson finds Petratos. Cox is there too. Congested in that midfield. That's where it'll be won today. "16 minutes gone here. 1-0. Rockdale lead. Hong, long ball forward looking for Roberts. Rashudo does well knocking it out of play. Lovely day for football. No real wind to speak of. Lovely sunny afternoon. Where else would you rather be if you're not at the game? Hope you're enjoying our coverage here on Football New South Wales' YouTube channel. Urushevsky playing with them. Finds Constable. Trying to use his speed to get past Hong. Man on for Karemalevsky. Griffiths. They like to start their attack through Giorgio Speranza. It's Buffett Roberto playing in the under 20s today. And a free kick won by Rockdale. The home side starting to get on top. Following that penalty. Chalakian looking for options forward for the three kick. Chalakian sends it near post. And cleared away. It was off Constable. And then eventually St George. Lockie Constable, 4 goals of the year. Also scored midweek. Number of those goals coming in the last month. So he's really hit a purple patch. Okan in traffic. So George City knew this would be a tough assignment. But if they're going to play finals, these are the games they need to win. Devonish Mears. Dunzo playing well out the back. Speranza up the line. Cordier first to it. Urushevsky. Giorgio Speranza. It's going to beat it to the byline, is he? No. But very enterprising play by Rockdale. Referee Craig Fisher just checking on Mathieu Cordier. They really like penetrating the attack from their left-hand side. 2 very good left-footed crosses in Giorgio Speranza and Mathieu Cordier. That ball too big for Roberts. Rockdale premiers in 2020. The COVID hit year, but in the games that we did play, Rockdale were the best of the lot. First past the post that year. Lost to Sydney United 58. In the championship series, only 2 players remain from that 2020 team. Braden Sorge and Alek Urushevsky. Urushevsky was offside, so couldn't get involved. Ball intercepted. Cordier just couldn't keep it in. Otherwise, it would have been odds on again. Just over 20 minutes gone. Just the 1 goal to Alek Urushevsky via a penalty. Kamara. Benzwan Cox was offside though, according to the assistant referee. A throw for St George City. Just getting a little bit tangled there. Rockdale. Roberts able to dispossess Rashudo. Plays Romero. Sorge happy to knock it over the back. Safety first from Rockdale. St George City with their first corner of the day. Let's see if they can equalise. Roberts at the corner flag. Delivers near post. Flicked on by Erkan. Just over the crossbar. Referee says last touch off Rockdale. So we'll go again. Another corner coming for St George City. Petratos happy to chase his own ball. Can he put one on a platter for one of his St George City teammates? Costa Petratos. Short corner. They had an air swing at it. Devonish Midge punches away and wins a free kick for interference. Rockdale, as I mentioned, looking to make it 5 straight wins. Haven't lost since that 3-2 game away at Apia. St George unbeaten in their last 4 as well. Devonish Mears, pressure on from Romero. Dunzel there. Speranza, his ball intercepted temporarily. Prosciutto coming back to the club after a stint in Singapore. The Argentine, it's his 2nd stint at Rockdale, one of their favourite sons. Back when they were the Suns, now rebranded to Rockdale Ilinden FC. This club has a proud Macedonian heritage. The 1-2. Constable couldn't keep it in on that right wing. Monahan Vaika. Now Hong in a spot of bother, but he wins a free kick. Kenny, pressure on from Urushevsky. Cordier now, Urushevsky onside, plays it square, and Cordier's put it over the top. He may not get a better opportunity today. He skied it. Almost too simple for him. Urushevsky, so unselfish. Thought it was a sure thing with Chalakian. And over the top it sailed. How telling will that be in this game? Nice turn this time from St George. Urkan plays wide for Petratos. Heading towards the box, but decides to go towards the corner flag. Petratos needs support. Earns his side the corner. Costa Petratos. Looking to add some pace about his work. Petratos. Delivers short. Flicked on by Urkan. Cox. Petratos. The cross was blocked by Sorge. There'll be another throw for St George City. Petratos with a short throw for Romero. Gromilevsky. Urushevsky wins it. Now Danzo gets it out of the pack. Constables come more central. Cordier. Pelicanos. They knock it around. Danzo. Chalakian. Such fluid about their work. That looked like a handball. And that's what it's adjudicated. Chalakian standing over this one. Delivers to the back stick. Kenny punches away. Clearance not convincing. Chalakian again. Loops one into the box. And Kenny this time much better. Able to take it safely. Kamada. Down that left touchline. Roberts. And also Giorgio Speranza, a collision off the ball. Karemilevsky. Thought about a long range shot. Chips it at Devonish Mears. No real trouble for the Rockdale shot stopper. Played football in a US college. He's got that experience. Devonish Mears. Petratos. Playing short for Cox. Petratos assessing his options. Finds Roberts. Couldn't lay it back to the thrower. So it'll be a throw for Rockdale. Half an hour gone. 1-0. Rockdale lead, courtesy of an Alec Urushevsky penalty. Sydney United 58 and Central Coast Mariners no score over in that game. Marconi lead 1-0 away from home against Wollongong. Urkan. Ball played forward. Romero on the chase. Easy pickings for Devonish Mears. Speranza. Shudo. Sorge looking up. What can he find? Braden Sorge likes to go forward. Shalakian controls it. Plays a lovely ball for Cordier, trying to get in front. And wins the free kick. Justin George City. Hong. Kamara loses out in that contest. But they'll win the throw anyway. Cox now plays Roberts, the couple of former Alcoa Sydney City East players combining. Cox tried to chest it down, but it was a handball. Rashudo. Rushevsky drops back in. Showing his skill, but not what was required there. Ball ricochets. Roberts is chasing. Devonish Mears comes out, still loose. And now referee Fisher has called the physio to come quickly for Devonish Mears. Big contact in the box. Just stop play temporarily to get an assessment of the Rockdale goalkeeper. Go around the grounds over at Wollongong. Marconi lead 1-0. It was a goal from who else but Marko Jesic in the 6th minute. It's Marconi lead. And of course here Rockdale, a goal to Alec Urushevsky via a penalty. Means that Rockdale are up 1-0 after 32 minutes. Still no score over at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Urushevsky's goal in the 13th minute. Referee Fisher ready to drop ball. Marconi with a win can jump Blacktown City into 4th position. course, if St George City can turn this around, and Central Coast Mariners upset Sydney United 58, they'll be in the top 6. Still plenty of work to do for that outcome. Cox tried to turn. Romero, good turn from him. Playing Roberts, gets it back Romero. Couldn't control it second time. Free kick. Pelicanos gives the free away on Nathan Roberts. Really good opportunity here. Pelicanos being sent back by referee Fisher. So the Rockdale wall will be right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Jason Romero. He's going for glory. Over the wall and bends away from the target. Jason Romero, usually quite good in those situations. Just couldn't get a hold of it the way that he would have liked. St George City instigate the press. Giorgio Speranza trying to shield it from the attacking St George City players. Throw for St George City. So the plan's worked for the visitors. Can they materialise it in a goal? Long throw from Petratos. Headed towards Devonish Mears. And he's good. Devonish Mears sends it long. Hong headers it away. Dunzo. Field opening up for the home side. 10 minutes from half time. 1 goal advantage for Rockdale. I'm Tony Soleno. Great to have you along. Matthew Cordier once again gets past Petratos. Asking for an option. Laganos. Roberts thought he had a chance there with Rashudo. The defender going forward, Blake Rashudo. Cordier, nutmeg again on Petratos. Done that a few times. Pelicanos. Try this venture on the right side. Sorge, now Constable. Lushevsky. Giorgio Speranza plays wide for Cordier. What can he cross in? Referee's seen an offside, so it won't matter. Rockdale really effective in their build-up. Moving the St George City defence around. Kenny goes long. Clarkson was fouled. Hong trying to tee up Kamada. Eventually the ball finds the left winger for St George City. Hong tried to find Cox. Here he is with the ball again. Another foul. Captain Tariq Urkhan sticking up for his players. Saying the challenges from Rockdale have been quite physical. Romero chips it to the back post. Devonish Mears can't control it. The referee's seen an infringement. It was last night, the A-League Grand Final, the men's edition. Congratulations to the Central Coast Mariners, defeating Melbourne Victory 3-1 to go back-to-back as A-League champions. Also won the Asian Champions League and the Australia Cup, so their first ever treble. Karemalevsky. Referee saw that stray arm from Karemalevsky, so it's a free kick for Rockdale. 5 minutes from half-time. Real arm wrestle in the last 10-15 minutes. St George City really trying to instigate the attack, get themselves back on level pegging. Pelicanos sends it right back to Griffiths. Heavy touch, but was okay in the end. Danzor. His ball intercepted. Petratos. Roberts had more time than he thought. Cordier, good move. He's got Wurushevsky wide. Cordier thought about playing inside. Decided to go on his own. Didn't bear any fruits, that attack from Cordier. Hong. Long ball forward with Sorge back to help out. Devonish Mears very close to going outside that box. Brandon Sorge, of course, part of the NPL Team of the Week for his performance against the Mariners. Griffiths. Rashudo. It's a very exciting brand of football they play, Rockdale. As we mentioned, 8 games, they've scored 3 or more goals. And their defence also been quite good, both these teams. 3 clean sheets this season. St George City, of course, won't add to that tally today, conceding the goal to Alek Wurushevsky's penalty. Referee Craig Fisher in conversation with Matthew Karemalevsky, telling he's not going to cop any more of that treatment. Some words of advice. Nice turn from Constable. Sorge. Chalakian was onside, and he's first to it. Brendan Chalakian. He and Erkan's passes couldn't stick. Cordier, now Pelicanos. 1-2 with Cordier. Assessing his options inside. Plays it square. Chalakian. Dunzor fires. Taken safely by Kenny. Had a beeline for that top corner. Took a good save to stop it. Karemalevsky almost in a spot of bother there. Three minutes from half-time. Rockdale up. Hong heading towards the centre circle. Played a ball forward. Couldn't get beyond Rashudo. Pelicanos intercepts it in midfield. Thought about nutmegging referee Craig Fisher. Pelicanos. Sorge. Pelicanos, Urushevsky plays the ball wide. Too much angle for Cordier. Two minutes from half time. Over in Wollongong, Marconi have a second goal on 40 minutes. They lead 2-0. No score between Sydney United 58s and the Central Coast Mariners. Rockdale a goal ahead, 1-0 here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. Great crowd in this afternoon. It's a lovely day for football. Romero plays one forward, looking for Cox. He was onside. Dominic Cox tried to slide one to Roberts. Couldn't get the connection that was desired. Right on the stroke of half-time. Both coaches won't want to concede at this point. Cordier. Yurosevsky on the touchline. O'Khan down, clutching at his ankle. Referee not buying it. Hong. St. George entering enemy territory. 2 minutes of injury time to complete the first half. It's 2 minutes of injury time. Monahan Vaika entering forward, as is Erkan. Petratos. Here comes St. George City. Petratos crosses to the back post. Header from Romero. Cox was there too. And eventually cleared by Sorge. And touched by Urushevsky. So we'll go again. St. George City. And they silence the home side just before half-time. Brody Clarkson, the left footer, looking forward. Look towards Roberts, but Devonish Mears always had it covered. Speranza. Cordier. Erkan. We're going to press Devonish Mears. Almost got there. Karemalevsky. It's got space and time. Too heavy with the touch. Cox. Petratos. Pressure on by Giorgio Speranza. Referee Craig Flisher draws a close to the first half. At the break, it is Rockdale Ilinden FC 1, who lead St. George City 0. An entertaining first half. Just the one goal to Alek Urushevsky in the 13th minute via a penalty. But an intriguing contest between two local neighbours. An important 3 points on the line. Join us back in about 10 minutes' time for all the second half action here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. At the break, Rockdale 1-0 over St. George City.
audio visual at Son of a Baker. Alright, now we have our halftime entertainment, so it's the chasing of the giant inflatable ball, and we ask that all kids who want to participate please make their way to the southern end of the field. Line up inside the 6-yard box, stay inside that 6-yard box and wait for directions to go. The goal will be to see how quickly we can score a goal at the other end of the field with the giant inflatable ball. Last call for any participants who want to jump on board. And they're off. We've got a bit of movement again here, goal. Alright, now up the other end, guys, up the other end. Okay, it's round 2 coming up. June. And we're back here that Sunday, 9th of June, against the Western Sydney Wanderers in the league. So that's the upcoming fixtures. Marconi away next week, and a Wednesday night cup game, followed by Western Sydney Wanderers here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. Stay tuned to us over the full match details. Once again, I want to thank all of our major sponsors here at Rockdale Ilinden, particularly our major partners, MKD Transport, committed to reliability, Paul's Customs and Forwarding Solutions, for your freight forwarding needs, Superburn, Megan Simmons St George, Marco Polo Foods, Fine Foods from across the sea, Simico Partners, and all of our silver sponsors, ANS Training, Cityview Group, Level 33, Suncare Rockdale, Vortex Group, Zenith Group, Dual Core Packaging, Consolidated Office Choice Cogra, River Osprey Painting Equipment, Zoomwave Constructions, Buildham Architecture, Moss Cuts Brine on the Sands, Bricks Contractors, Trailer Services, Tempe Tires, Mini Masterminds Early Learning Centres, MDL Customs, Niji Sushi Restaurant, All Prestige Body Repairs, State Road Constructions, Bella Transport, East to West Plant Services, Tiny's Cocktails, Dania Projects, B&B Bricklaying, Joe's Fresh Poultry, EMC Civil, Dalton House, Emily Roberts Lawyers. We also want to thank our club suppliers, Scanner Australia, our 2024 Power Partner, Pinot Culture Leader Fine Foods, ABA's Audio Visual, and Son of a Baker. Also acknowledge and thank all of our ground signage holders for their ongoing support of the club, support lads and support Rockdale.
The players are back out for the second half. We're just about to get back underway. Rockdale at the break lead 1-0 over St George City. There is a whistle of referee Fisher. Rockdale straight away, bombing long and strong. And that is a handball straight off the resumption. from Brendan Chalakian. He was good in the first half, as was Isaac Dunzo and Matthew Cordier. Prosciutto nods it back. Cox. Petratos gets in front. Griffiths doing well to defend. Petratos puts it in the box. Caught the Rockdale players off guard. Petratos again. Clarkson. Now Romero. Sorge using his body well, as he does so often. Dunzel so silky on the ball. Up the line they go, but nobody there. Erkan. Playing more advanced today. In the absence of Louis Curry. Monahan Vaika. Long ball forward. Cox wins it in midfield and gets checked after by Cordier. Advantage played. Now Kamara trying to get past Prosciutto, and he does a really good job to keep it from going behind for a corner. It'll only be a throw. Monahan Vaika. Bends it to Kamada again. Roberts. Hong. Plays Roberts. The pass beats Sorge. Now Kamada bending it to the back post. Petratos comes late. Will he have an attempt off the left? Can't quite put it beyond Devon Ishmeers. Content with playing out the back. Rockdale. Dunzo. Pelikanos and eventually Chalakian wins a free kick following the Monahan Vaika challenge. Half time around the grounds. No score between Sydney United 58 and the Central Coast Mariners. 2-0 Marconi over Wollongong at half time. Free kick won by Rockdale. Marconi win today. That'll set up a mouthful ring fixture next week against the Marconi Stallions. That'll be at Marconi Stadium in Bosley Park. So Rockdale away next weekend, Saturday night, against the Stallions. St George City, another local derby for them. They'll be at home against Sydney Olympic. Olympic went down last week, so they'll be smarting, wanting to get back in the winner's circle. Griffiths along the carpet for Pelikanos. Sorge. Can't quite find Constable with that effort. Hong bends it for Kamada. Get him beyond Sorge. Kamada still with it at the byline. Plays inside for Roberts. Be a corner for St George City. Really intense about their work. St George City, just after half time. They trail by a goal. Love to get back on level parity. Roberts near post. Belts it away by Constable. Constable gets in front. Chalakian. Rushevsky. Griffiths finds Constable. Tight down the touchline. 1-2s all round. Sorge with the header. Dunzo turns it over. St George City ready to go forward. Romero has Roberts on his left. Decides to switch for Petratos. Thought about the volley. Costa Petratos. Bends one towards the middle. Kamada was coming late. Chalakian eventually deals with it, but it'll be a throw for St George City. Much of the attention of the game down the St George attacking half this half. Rockdale dominated possession in the first. Just a one goal to speak of for Rockdale via their captain, Alek Urushevsky. Hong. Cox. Kamada can't quite get to it. Sorge wins out. Dunzo. Chalakian. He's clipped by Kamada, and that'll be a yellow card for him. You can sense the frustration from Fomoto Kamada, the former Mount Druitt downranger and Sutherland Shark, in the book after a tough challenge on Chalakian. Pelicanos. Constable, the numbers game beats him. Chalakian and Sorge combine. It's Chalakian again, puts it into the middle for Urushevsky. Misses by a fingernail. Tried to slide it past the goalkeeper and kept veering away. That should have been 2-0. Kamada. Romero couldn't get in front of Griffiths. Dunzo looking around. Constable loses the ball. The ball a little bit long off the boot. Roberts trying his hardest to keep it in. Sorge up the line for Constable. Monahan Vaika gets in front of Urushevsky. Chalakian. And now Urushevsky gets involved. Ball falls for Chalakian. Trying to settle himself. Has a shot, but straight at the keeper. Jack Kenny up to the task. Roberts thought about seizing on the loose ball. Opportunity, Kamada, just a ball, didn't have enough angle on it. So George City, looks like it's all there. They just can't piece it together. Constable loves that spin. This Southern Derby, only for one goal to speak of. Round the grounds, Marconi 2-0 over Wollongong on the south coast. No score between Sydney United 58 and the Central Coast. The next goal in this game will say a lot about it. Will it be St George City to get back on terms, or Rockdale to forge ahead at home? Rockdale having the pressure applied to them by Apia. We were 1 point behind going into this round, but after winning last night in the match of a round against Blacktown, they'll need a win to stay ahead. Karemalevsky switches for Kamada. Referee says play on. Roberts squares it up. Couldn't quite find Romero. Referee Fisher looking to assess. The George City players appealing for a free kick, saying that he was obstructed and couldn't continue on his run. A corner coming for St George City. Romero stepping up to deliver the corner. And the referee saying it's a false start. So now just waiting for the ball to come back. Thought about a short corner, St George City. Nathan Roberts delivering and bending it. Tapped over the bar by Devonish Mears. Closer than they originally thought, but they'll get another shot at it. St George City take 3 now. It'll be Roberts again. They trail by a goal. Can they change that? Roberts to the back stick. Petratos tried to keep it in, but not breaching Devonish Mears. Yinka Sunmola perched on the sideline, ready to be injected into this one. Cordier was offside. Looking like the next foul. Sunmola come onto the field. Hong. Be a throw for Rockdale, but before that, substitution. Yinka Sunmola coming on, and it's Alek Urushevsky, the man who's being replaced. Maybe carrying a niggle. Last of the hour, but that's all he'll play today. And St George, Presley Ortiz and Maki Petratos coming onto the field. Nathan Roberts and Tariq Urkhan making way. So half an hour remaining. Sunmola, his first involvement, a header. The sun begins to set on the Ilinden Sports Centre. Shalakian wanted to get in front. Cox. Dunzor has assumed the captain's armband. Constable squares it up. Sunmola tapped over the bar by Kenny. Was just about his first involvement, and it would have been so important. So a corner for Rockdale. Jack Kenny with the save of the day so far. Chalakian getting ready to deliver the corner. Towards the back post. Nobody there. They'll go behind for a goal kick. No score changes in the games around the grounds. Cameron Fong, one of the new men out there. Chalakian brings it down. Constable. Dunzor has options. Plays wide for Courtier. Georgia Esperanza overlapping. And Maki Petratos gets in front first. So Rockdale looking to see if they can get some space between them and St George City. Second goal now would be very hard to overturn for St George City. Got to be really good in defence. Chalakian again, near post this time. Header from Kamara. He'll watch it come back over the bylines. There'll be another corner. See if he mixes up this attempt. Plenty of Ilinden players have come towards the corner flag, instigating a short corner, but they won't go that way. Chalakian loops it to the back post. Rashudo got a good head on it. And he's saying last touch of St George City. But that's not what's going to happen. It's a goal kick. Kamada chasing, but can't reel that one in. Since the substitution, of course, Jason Romero now with the captain's armband for St George City. Balomitri also out there. Constable up the line. Griffiths coming forward, the defender. Defender on defender. Monahan Vaika doesn't deal with it, so they'll win a corner. No, they won't. Referee says goal kick. It's coming down to a matter of inches here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. Long ball forward from Kramalevsky. Mitri dispossessed. Courtier. That's a free kick and a yellow card provided. It was a dangerous challenge. Matthew Kramalevsky. A couple of those style of challenges today. So Courtier, good. That is quickly back to his feet. Rockdale will reload again. Can't win the throw as they venture ever so closer to that 18-yard box. 2-goal lead would be very handy for Rockdale. Another throw for the hosts. Mentioned next week, Rockdale take on Marconi away from home. Then have the Western Sydney Wanderers here at home, followed by St George FC away and then Manly at home. So tough stretch coming for the home side. 3 points here would help that cause as they aim for the premiership. Petratos, that's Maki. So Maki and Costa both out there. Nice turn from Romero and wins the free kick, a yellow card. Brendan Chalakian in the book. Romero tried to play wide for Kamada. The header wasn't convincing, so Kamada almost gets there. Rashudo. Fong. Chalakian looking to help out. Samola wins the free kick. Foul by Monahan Vaika. Two-thirds of the way through this one. Cox couldn't keep it in. So this game on a knife's edge. We finally have a goal over at the City United Sports Centre. City United 1, lead the Central Coast Mariners 0. Marconi 2 up against Wollongong. On the hour mark. Nice turn from Mitri. Tried to find Ortiz. Kamada cutting a very visibly frustrated figure. Both these teams want to win so bad, of course. Mitri again. Playing Kamada. Rashudo just getting in front. Cameron Fong, long throw, was looking for Ortiz. Mitri, header into a dangerous position. Fong header more central. Cox off Maki Petratos, the ball back in his direction. Cleared away by Sorge. Just over 20 minutes. St George City making their tilt. Throw for Ortiz. Pluckett touched his hand, almost gave himself up. Cameron Fong, former Sydney FC youth player. Has Ortiz, also Mitri around as well. It is Paolo Mitri. Crosses to the back post. Costa Petratos gets in front. Tries to tee up his brother Maki. Sanmola swoops. That's a strong challenge. Yellow card. And Dominic Cox, the tackle needed to be made. Yinka Samola was almost galloping away. Ortiz. Dispossessed. Now Danzo. Shalakian tries to thread the needle. Wanted Constable. The bridge too far for him. Fong. Heavy ball. Can't quite get to Kamada. Devon Ishmeers at the back. Is he closing in on his 4th clean sheet for season 2024? Rockdale, of course, a win will see them jump back up to the top of the ladder. St George City, they can get points of those in the top 6. Could change their fortunes for trying to get into it. Is that going to be a yellow card? The referee running over. Doesn't look like he's going to dip into his pocket. So free kick, St George City. They're throwing the kitchen sink at Rockdale. Jason Romero's Maki Petratos makes his way to the touchline. Romero, can he land on the head of one of his St George teammates? Romero bends it over the head of Petratos. Cox. Monahan Vaika. Kept at bay by Giorgio Speranza. Petratos Can't quite do enough with it. So Rockdale will win the throw. Samola. Now Chalakian. Burst from the pack. Cordier. As Rockdale players streaming forward. So they've repelled that wave after wave of attack from St. George City. Fong. Last touch from St. George City. Ortiz. Fong. The throw looking towards Mitri. And Rockdale win the free kick. So quite a physical second half. A lot of fouls committed by both sides. Really trying to slow this one down. Turned into one of those heavyweight fights. Just trying to jab, pick their spots. Is there a knockout blow in here somewhere? 18 minutes from time. Still Rockdale up by a goal. The same at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Sydney United lead 1-0. Marconi up 2-0. Sunmorla has got all the skills. Rashudo. He ventures forward. Sorge. Rashudo. Chipping it to find Constable. He does the same, looking for Chalakian. Tries to get goal side. Pelicanos. Danzo. Wins the ball back. Constable unmarked. First time cross into the middle. Taken safely by Kenny. Gets there before Sunmorla. Bombs it high and long. Jack Kenny. Header from Rashudo. Falls for Chalakian. Cordier. Sunmorla. Nice footwork to win the ball. Pelicanos picks out a nice pass for Constable. Tries to do the same for Cordier. Just a little bit too heavy. Thought Constable might pull the trigger. Sorge. Cox wins the ball. Who's going to win the second ball? It's Rashudo. Sends it long for Sunmorla. Chalakian. Those two looking to tee up again. Rockdale at the moment. They're top of the pops, but still time left. A throw to come for Rockdale. 15 minutes from home. No, Alek Gudulshevsky, he was subbed off in the 60th minute. So someone's going to put it beyond doubt. Maybe someone like Chalakian, or is it Pelicanos? Constable. Karemalevsky finds Romero, one-on-one with Griffiths. Nice move by Romero. Maki Petratos picks it up. Looking in the middle, what can he deliver? Header from Ortiz. Mitri does the same. Can't quite fall for Kamara. Constable expertly handled and knocks it out of play. Good work in transition from St. George City. Romero. He loses out. They've got the numbers, Rockdale. Sunmola has troops arriving. Plays Dunzor. He plays further wide for Cordier. Strong challenge in the box. And it'll go behind for a corner. Monahan Vaika towing the line, but doing a good job. So helpful when you have a defender who's both strong and fast. Able to defuse the situation. Shalakian. It's the likes of Rashudo, Sunmola and Griffiths to pick out. Shalakian. Headed away by Ortiz. Rashudo still there. Trying to shadow it behind. Wins the ball, Rashudo. Griffiths at the byline, drives it. Taken safely by Kenny, following the ricochet. Now St George City's turn again. Maki Petratos, heading goal bound. Plays Romero, but it's Sorge who does well enough, which means St George City have the last touch. It'll be a goal kick. Did you hear the crowd roar when that happened? Here comes another attacker. So Jason Romero, the captain, coming off. Be Jesse Forti, the man to enter the fray. And now the armband into a third person's hand. Started with Tarek Urkan, then Jason Romero, now Monahan Vaika. Brendan Chalakian just being stretched out. Good chance for the players to take a breather, get some water into them. It's going to be an intense last 10 minutes here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. Rockdale are a goal ahead, but by no means are they comfortable. Chalakian heading towards the touchline. Kataoka. Looks like the man who will be subbed on. There he goes. Devonish Mears. Sends it long. Header won by City. Kataoka, the man, onto the field. Kenny. Ball goes high. It's let bounce. Mitri. Dispossessed. Here's Pelikanos heading forward. Plays on for Sunmola, but he was offside. Of course, we know just the role that Alek Gurushevsky plays in this team. Now, with him off, they've got Yinka Sunmola, Kataoka, and the like, assuming the attacking positions. Creates depth to the team. Ortiz. Kamara. And offside, says the linesman. Red card over at Sydney United Sports Centre. Central Coast Mariners it is 4. So Sydney United 58 lead 1-0 in that fixture. 13 minutes remaining. Marconi still 2-0 up against Wollongong. Away at Wollongong. And Rockdale leading 1-0. against St George City. 9 minutes remaining. Long ball forward again. Prosciutto. Pelicanos. That was heavy contact. Free kick. Dominic Cox in the book now. Pelicanos clutching at his quad. It was big contact as well. The sun has now set here in Rockdale. There's not too much of this game remaining. The magic spray coming out for Pelicanos. He'll make it through the last 10 minutes, but I'm sure he'll feel that tomorrow morning. So it sets up a mouth-watering fixture next weekend. If Rockdale get the job done here, they'll run into a red-hot Marconi Stallion side next Saturday night at Marconi Stadium. Not sure which will be the match of the round, but I dare say that one will be in contention. Sorge, Dunzo, Kataoka, through ball, caught Sunmola on the heels. Karemalevsky switches wide, looking for Kamara. Sorge has had his work to do today. A real focal point of the attack. It's down again, Pelicanos. Coach Paul D might have to think about replacing him if the defensive midfielder can't go. Daniel Collins being summoned. See him warming up on the sideline. As Pelicanos comes to the sideline. Of course, the women's NPL season this season has been really exciting. Manly up in first, MacArthur, Apia, Northern Tigers, Gladesville and Sydney Olympic. That's the top six. Mitri. Costa Petratos. There's not a lot of time left for St George City. Maki Petratos. So they need to make the most of what they have. Forti. Petratos, Forti again. His cross was blocked by Griffiths. There'll be a throw for Rockdale, but before that, substitutions. Daniel Collins coming on. He's coming on for Dean Pelicanos, who came off. But now Lockie Constable making way for Hunter Elliott. The youngster came through the Manly system. And in the WNPL, Northern Tigers taking on University of Sydney. Manly taking on the Bulls. MacArthur taking on Apia. That'll be a big fixture this afternoon. Gladesville and the Emerging Jets. Illawarra Stingrays and Sydney Olympic. Northwest Sydney Spirit against Football New South Wales Institute. Long throw. Dunzo. Ball comes down. Fong goes right back to the keeper. Kenny does well as the lights take effect. Is there one more goal left in this game? Fong switches wide. He sees a space. Forti is there. Brings it down. Has a look in the middle. Jesse Forti. Can't quite find Mitri. Lockie Griffiths is on his way. Sunmola. Dunzel dancing with it. Sunmola between the lines. Rashudo comes forward. Blake Rashudo can't quite complete that run. Free kick for St George City. Kataoka, not enough pace against Cameron Fong, so he had to concede the foul. Four minutes of normal time remaining. We're going to find out how many injury time minutes there will be very shortly too. Kenny goes long. Dunzo. Monahan Vaika, he's tried his heart out today. Griffiths. Nice pass for Kataoka. Releases Cordier. Hassan Mola. And also Elliott in the middle. Bends it towards Elliott. Taken safely by Kenny. He booms it long. Collins didn't look comfortable under that one. Mitri finds Fong. Kataoka. Referee tells him to get up. Fong wanted 40. No change around the grounds. Marconi still 2-0 up against Wollongong. And Sydney United 1-0 up against Central Coast Mariners. The Mariners down a man. 1-0 Hewlin in this tense affair. Cordier was offside, according to the assistant referee. 2 minutes of normal time remaining. St George City would love an equaliser against their neighbours. Have Rockdale drop points in the process too. It's a very tight premiership race. Any slip up of any kind and you're off the top. That ball aimed at Hunter Elliott. Cameron Fong trying to shield it behind. Free kick. Seen an infringement. Referee Fisher says Elliott was tugging the jersey. Cordier playing up the line for Sunmola. Now Cordier looking to expose a one-man advantage. Expertly finished. And an exclamation point as they jump back on top. Rockdale seal it with a 2-0. Matthew Cordier. Fantastic work to get beyond his man. Nice play. Goal number 5 for the year for the left winger. He's made some sort of impact. Red card earlier for Dominic Cox. After 2 yellows, now Balon Mitri. Heads forward. We set off the top today. St George City haven't defeated Rockdale in 4 meetings, and that's not going to change today. Yellow card for referee has given to Jack Kenny. Karemalevsky. The contact the referee was okay with. Now free kick for Rockdale. 4 minutes of injury time to come. Rockdale with the 2-goal advantage. George Elliott's strong challenge by Fong. It's been quite a physical second half. A lot of bodies laid on the ground. Strong physical challenges. Not for the faint-hearted today. Sanmola, Rushudo. Kataoka couldn't reel it in. Collins with the header. Out of danger. So George City, one of their last waves of attack. Monahan Vaika. Just dancing through midfield. Monahan Vaika. Got the room to move. Looked quite good in flight. Long throw from Sorge in the path of Sanmola. They'll win the throw too. Really taking advantage of the one-man advantage. Rockdale, Elliott's looking to take it to the corner flag. Beats two St George City defenders. Still Elliott's. Slides it across. Dunzo couldn't pick out the top left corner. Looking for another ball. Eventually got one. Kenny drives long. Cordier, the goal scorer. Going down that left touchline. Wins a free kick. They struggled to deal with his pace. Matthew Cordier. Rushudo. Griffiths. Kataoka. Now Sorge. What are they cooking here, Rockdale? Rushudo. Through ball for Sorge. Looking in the middle. Dunzo wanted to seize upon that loose ball. Ends up with Sorge. Now Rushudo. Dunzo. Kataoka. Thought about loading up. Just hesitated for a moment. Referee Fisher keeps looking at his watch. Not long left. Griffiths. Dunzo. That's the full-time whistle here at the Ilinden Sports Centre. Rockdale go back to the top of the tree after a 3 points against St George City at full-time. Rockdale Ilinden FC 2 have defeated St George City 0. 2 goals, 1 in each half. First one to Alec Urushevsky via a penalty. And late in the second half, Mathieu Cordier was able to ice things. As Rockdale, it's a very tight race at the top. They're able to keep that winning streak alive as it extends to 5 games. A big game next week away at Marconi awaits the home side. 7 p.m. next Saturday at Marconi Stadium in Bosley Park. Rockdale will travel there, looking to keep that undefeated run alive. For St George City, their unbeaten run is broken. They'll now head back home to take on Sydney Olympic, who themselves are treading water mid-table. I'm Tony Solano. Thank you very much for joining the Football New South Wales YouTube channel broadcast. From everyone here as part of a telecast, it's bye for now.